Lena Borges. And finally, starting at defense, number 28, Callie Strands. Kyler, what's the strategy for Florida coming into this game?
We're watching them take the field here, and they're going to be looking to play a 4-3-3, but it's an interesting 4-3-3 because rather than have like two traditional 8s, they're going to push two center mids into more of a 10 position. So that's going to allow them to have 5 forwards that are really attack-minded. So expect a lot of press and a lot of forward thinking out of the Titans.
And for Daytona, your starting lineup, starting in goal, Emma Broach Larson from Denmark. Number 6 at defense, Dejoni Anderson from Jamaica. Number 7 in midfield, Thea Helen Oberhif from Germany. A very global team so far. Yeah. Starting at midfield, number 8, Mariana Gomez from Spain. Starting at defense, number 9, Alexandra Draper. Starting at forward, number 10, Wakaba Kuri. Starting at midfield, number 12, Elisa Cruz. As the ball goes out of bounds. Starting in at forward, Jada Samuels, number 13. Starting at midfield, star player Akari Kishada from Japan. And finally, at defense, Sofia Varga from Florida, number 24. And at forward, Arena Kinsley, number 25 from Florida. What is the key for Daytona in this game?
Well, here we go. We're right in the final third, and the shot's wide. But, Randy, now let's talk a little bit about Daytona and what we're expecting. It's going to be similar, but they're going to line up in a 3-2-4-1. They will have those 5 forwards pressing, and it's going to be a lot of the same.
Can I interrupt you real quick? I apologize. Just want to make sure for the fans at home, Eastern Florida is in white,
correct,
while Daytona is in the dark colors.
Yep.
Please continue.
Yeah, so the team in black here, expect them to be in a 3-back, and we were talking to Coach Hope, and she was telling us that if we see them succeeding, it's going to be passing the ball, keeping possession, and moving it quickly. So expect them to line up in this 3-back system with a lot of passing, keeping it moving with a lot of switches. Both teams are going to play very similar, be on the front foot, be pressing, so it should be very entertaining football, or soccer, as we call it here in the States.
We have a throw in to start this game here. Number 9. Good play right there, getting it through the midfield. And able to cross the ball over to number 3. Number 7, Oberhoff with the ball. And it's a throw-in.
It's going to be a free kick, actually.
Free kick, I apologize.
You're okay.
Sorry, abstracted for a moment by a fan below. Thank you for helping out.
Yeah, the fans look rowdy today. Yeah. We can kind of, I got to take my headset off and listen to them, but they're kind of rowdy. I hear it coming through your mic. They got some cowbells. They're ready for this game.
Earlier today, the men's team from Eastern Florida routed and won their game, and we can see some of their players here supporting the girls' team, which is great to see the camaraderie between the programs.
Yeah, they're going to advance. And they performed very well earlier this morning. Well, it was the afternoon, actually, not morning, I should say. Let's see if the Titans can have the same look that their men's team had. But already we've seen 2 little chances here. They weren't clear shots, but Eastern Florida is starting to put on that pressure. And I'm interested to see if Daytona can respond.
Almanzo with the ball right there. Great play. Good movement by her to start for the throw-in.
And yet, if you look at it, Randy, real quick, Eastern Florida, every time they get the ball, they lose it. Daytona, every time they get the ball, they lose it instantly. But as I say that, it's going to break the other way.
Great goalkeeping play by Pastor. Look how far out she is. That's sweeper keeper.
Yeah, I was just about to say, a high line on the defense, but it requires the goalie to also play high. And she was ready, came out, and got rid of the danger.
Yeah. She's going to know the surface of this field, the passes down below. And it's something that Eastern Florida's coach talked about, Scott Carter, before the game about home advantage. What did he tell us, Kyler?
You know, they feel really confident at home, and they have a good record that reflects it. They said this is their turf. This is our field. And especially when you're coming to a championship Saturday, you need to have that mentality, especially against a rival. So they have expert mentality. They were prepping all week on them. They weren't really worried about their matchup. They only figured it out on Thursday. So not a lot of time, even if they wanted to plan for the opponent. But here comes a chance in the corner.
First corner kick of the game.
And so 5 minutes in, and we have a chance here for Eastern Florida.
They had 21 corner kicks on the season. We'll see how this plays out here. Now, you talked about them being prepared. They're so used to Championship Saturday. Eastern Florida has won the regional finals 5 of the last 6 years. The only time they did not win was last year when they lost to Daytona in the semis, who ended up losing to Polk State in the finals.
Yeah, they're going to want to restore their status here on Championship Saturday.
They're trying to get back to that national title game, which they won 2 years ago. And we're going to preview that and talk about that as the game goes on. Corner kick in. Oh, good shot. First shot of the game. Easy enough save for goalie Emma Broch-Lussen from Dayton. First save on the day.
And what was really interesting about that corner is the Titans got all together at the top of the box, and then when the corner taker took her corner, as she started to come in towards it, they all broke, and it kind of caught Daytona off guard. And it got a nice little dummy at the near post, and it had a free shot, but it just went right at the goalie, Randy.
As a goalie, you love that. Give myself a, or get a free, pretty easy save to start the day. Get some of those jitters gone.
Exactly.
And it will make the harder saves later in the game that much easier.
Yeah, but Eastern Florida, I believe that's their third shot already. They might have had a fourth. We don't have the live stats in front of us, but they're already starting off well. They're keeping it in this third. Every time I look up, the ball is in their half.
Yeah. 6 minutes into the game, a little bit more than 6 minutes. Still 0-0 here at Orlando Health Stadium in this championship game for the Regional 8 women's soccer. You know, I do notice that Morales here on the far side of the field is getting the ball a lot. She's able to go up and down the side, and I think that's got to be some strategy is really play her and let her try to work on the midfield.
Yeah, she's a key player to connect it from midfield to attack, and when she's not involved, you see stuff like that where they kick it long, and then it becomes a 50-50 scrub. And it's going to go the way of Daytona on that foul.
And that's Macio down on the ground.
Hopefully she's okay. Looked like she's urging for an elbow call. You see her flicking her right elbow up in the air there.
You see her talking to the head ref. Today, the head ref is Jasmine Peralta. Our first assistant ref is Carlos Morales Lastra, and he's on the far side of the field from the camera. Our second assistant ref is Alberto Escobar, and we do have a fourth referee today. That is William Diaz.
Ooh.
Another foul there, this time against Daytona.
And I think they wanted advantage there. They were trying to play it quick. Good little tactical foul to reset, because that could have been a clear opportunity there for the Titans.
And Montero takes it, gives it off to Garcia, and back to Montero.
Beautiful ball.
Good through ball.
So right now, the key players I'm looking at is number 22 and 7. Lena Borges, number 22, she's dropping deep from an attacking position, getting built in the mix-up. And same thing with number 7, Samira Roper Morales. Those two are really trying to connect it from that defensive line into the forward and trying to keep possession of their team.
Yeah, and they're on that far side of the field. And
offside.
They have our offsides call.
First offside of the day.
And we were on the field earlier today when we had the chance to talk to the coaches pregame. One thing I noticed was just how windy it was out there. How's that going to affect the players on the field today?
It's still keeping up the wind, and it's not going from one goal to the other. Rather, it's going from the benches to us to the stands. So it's kind of favoring both teams equally. It's not pushing towards one goal or the other way. So I don't expect it to have too much of effect, but those long passes, those switches could be affected when you're trying to go from one side of the pitch to the other.
Yeah. And you also see the shadows on the field as we get closer towards sunset, how that may affect a goalie seeing a shot, players seeing passes coming towards them.
Yeah, when the lights kick up, I think the intensity will, because in my experience, when the lights come on and it gets night, a better atmosphere comes on, and it'll get later in the game too, so it'll get really intense as the day goes on.
And that was a Florida throw in there. Good clearance, ball stays in to number 6 of Florida, puts it off to her defender, 28. Back over the right side of the field. Crosses in the box, and Daytona is able to clear it.
Another thing I'm seeing here is Sophia Posner, number 3. She's lining up in that right back role. However, she's coming inverted in the midfield, creating an overload and giving them more dominance in the middle. And here comes a chance inside the box, possibly a shot outside. Leaves it. Not going to go anywhere.
This is going to be Daytona throwing. Another thing as well to make note of, as you soccer fans out there know, maybe this is your first time. Sometimes soccer games end in ties. Normally, regular season, the game 0-0, 2-2, whatever the score may be. If it's a tied game, when it's over, it's tied. Being this is a championship game, that is not the case today. We will have golden goal, which is my favorite thing to play in FIFA.
Best thing about American soccer.
If you don't know what golden goal is, that means it's sudden death. So if this game is tied 0-0, 1-1, whatever it may be, at the end of regulation, we'll have a 5-minute intermission, and then we'll play 2 10-minute halves of golden goal. So sudden death, first team who scores wins.
But if somebody scores in that open minute, it's over, and there's your winner.
If no one scores in those 2 extra time periods, we will go to the
penalty shootout.
And
that's the next best thing after a golden goal. Hopefully there's not too many Europeans watching. I mean, we were looking at this roster. It's very European, so they might not like golden goal as much.
When I played in college, I actually won the penalty kick shootout via being the last kick taker. Everyone swarmed me. It was really fun. It was a highlight.
What was your take? What did you take? First? You took 5th?
I was 6, actually.
You were 6?
6, actually. So
you were a backup.
I was the backup. I was not.
But you got her done.
No,
you got her done, Randy.
I wanted to be in the top 5, but we had other players who performed better.
You were an amazing team. Let's just say that.
I made it. It was good. Just like both of these teams out here are amazing this season. We'll take it back to the action on the field. That's going to be throw-in for Florida.
Yeah, right now Titans are just controlling the tempo of the game. Like Daytona gets a chance down here, and then it's right back their way.
That's the captain, Mauricio, with the ball. Garcia with the cross in the box. Good ball in. Ooh, almost headed it into her own goal, but Daytona's keeper, Larson's right there to save it.
Yeah, way to stay calm back there on that cross, because that looked very dangerous there, and it was a lucky, or not a lucky, but it was an important intervention there to get your head on that.
Can Daytona build here? There's some room here for number 6, Anderson.
Beautiful chase down there from Mia Lewis. She had about 5 yards to recover there, and she just absolutely got on her horse and made that tackle and stopped that dangerous counterattack. But here comes a substitution on the far side.
We have substitutions by both teams.
I think that's
for Eastern Florida, coming out of the game is number 9, Gammon, and coming in is number 17, Zara Anderson, the forward. She's a freshman from Merritt Island, Florida. Tyler, talk about substitutions. Daytona played on Thursday while Florida had a week break because they had the bye. How do you think that may play a factor in today's game, especially if we have to go the extra time?
When we were talking to Coach Clark, the coach of Daytona, she was like, well, we've had a rigorous schedule all season, so we're not afraid of that extra game. But they have unlimited subs, and we're seeing it early. It's going to be able to keep your players fresh, keep them running at 100%. But here we go, Randy.
Great team defense by Daytona there. They're able to stop number 17 of Florida, Anderson, who just came on the field. That would have been a super sub right there.
A huge switch across the field, and Anderson called immediately into action, but she just had way too many black defenders to go around, way too many black jerseys.
Morales with the ball. Good defense by number 25, Kinsley of Daytona. Yeah, and that was, just to go back to your point, that was something that the coach of Daytona talked about, Coach Clark, just how much they use players throughout the whole season. They have a deep roster. They have 30 players, while Florida only has about 21, 22. And she really used those rotations throughout the season. So she's not worried at all about potentially having to play 2 games in 2 days. And the schedule's extremely condensed anyways, especially with a lot of rainstorms that have happened. And they had to have she, I think, mentioned, Kyler, correct me if I'm wrong, I think she said 5 games in 12 days.
Something like that.
We got a shot right there. And we got a goal! Goal! Eastern Florida Titans break open the deadlock. 1-0 here at Orlando Health Stadium in the 30th minute. We're going to get the number for you. And the goal was by number 21, Nancy Almanza. Her 6th goal on the season to go along with 6 assists. That is now her 18th point. She's played and started all 11 games for the Titans this season. Kyler, tell us about that goal. How was that created?
So Daytona is committing a lot of fouls right now, Randy, and it's now down to their detriment. We saw that set piece come over the top onto the byline, and a beautiful cutback. I didn't see the number, but it was a beautiful cut that there to Almanza, and she just finds an open net. All she had to do was put it away, and she's giving the Titans an early lead here.
Yeah. And here's a foul, speaking of fouls, by Florida. And one thing with Larson, she's probably going to kick herself. She had that good shot to stop, get the save, but she put it back into the middle of the box and put it in a dangerous area where Eastern Florida was able to put into the goal.
Now a chance here for Daytona, and this is a little too deep for a shot, so it should be lofted in.
And it goes out harmlessly for a goal kick.
I was on the edge of my seat there. That was very close to tapping in, just a little bit too far for Mark. But they're immediately responding, the Falcons, to going down 1-0, and they get a foul up the field. Not able to do anything with it, but they're kind of starting to create something.
And if there was someone who you would expect for Florida to score today, Almanza would be at the top of that list. In her 2 seasons here, she has scored over 10 goals. She has actually 15 goals, 10 assists, 40 points on 41 shots in her career. Good play here by Florida. Referee's going to pull it back here. He's calling offsides. Crowd's not happy about that call.
She's pointing to the bench. So that makes me think that somebody over there said something like, hey, we'll call it. Because she initially called advantage.
She's calling it back.
And you saw her go and keep going, and then she called it back. So I think somebody over there said, just screw the advantage. We want the ball.
Number 4, Leia Montero is going to take the free kick here. Great ball into the box.
Ooh, a poor clearance there.
Floyd keeps in the zone. Anderson with the pass.
She's been called into action a lot. She's only been playing for a couple of minutes, but she has been constantly getting the ball to her. This is a favorite side so far at the Titans, this left-hand side of theirs.
And there's the clearance Daytona was hoping for. Actually, no. They keep it in. Great pressure here by Florida.
Yeah, they're keeping them contained. They lose the ball. They're right back on it.
Borges with a good pass. Oh, it breaking Florida with the shot. What a kick save by Larson of Dayton.
It's going to be a corner.
It's going to be a corner, but Kyler, what athletic ability. She must be doing yoga to get down like that.
Yeah, beautiful. She stretches to her side there. And that's a beautiful reaction. Sometimes it's more difficult to make those leg saves. But she just had her body at full extension, making herself big, covering that goal. And it came. She needed every single inch right there. And it paid off, and now they have to defend another corner here.
I couldn't see from our angle who that shot was by, but that was a fantastic backside run to be able to get in the box and have the opportunity to be one-on-one with the goalie. You think hopefully next time she maybe puts him more in the corner where it could go in, they give them a 2-0 lead. Oh, that was a great cross into the box.
We have players down.
2 players down, 1 from each team.
To me, that looked really dangerous. You saw her go up for that header, and it looked like she had an elbow in the back. That's what I saw. The ref's not going to call anything, but she is down. I think that's number 4, Lee Montero.
Correct.
And going back to the chance that created that, the pass that led into this, number 22, Lena Borges. Borges was dancing around the ball. She made a tackle to get on the ball and then found her right winger. Beautiful ball. Beautiful play to keep the ball in for her team and keeping it alive. She got it in a dangerous area, and she had opposition surrounding her, but she was able to find a teammate. Really impressive vision there from Borges to set up that corner.
With 27 minutes, 18 seconds left here in the first half at Orlando Health Stadium, your Titans are up 1-0 on the Falcons. Kyler, How's the game played out this first 20 minutes?
It's Titans game. It's the Titans game right now. Falcons have had one ball into the box, and then the goalkeeper had to come out one time for the Titans, but it's Eastern Florida's game. They're dominating. Even if the Daytona get the ball, they're losing it very quickly. It's long kicks for the Falcons, or they're getting chomped up. They're losing the ball at high ends of the pitch, and here comes a sub.
Number 12, Cruz, is coming out for number 2, Ayanna Leslie from Winter Garden, Florida, near where we live in Winter Park, Florida.
Yeah, so let's see if Leslie can, she's coming into the midfield. Let's see if she can help control this ball better and help distribute it, because right now the Falcons are struggling to get out of this press.
They try to cross the field here to help them get out of it and go back to goal and make the safe play to Larson.
And this is what they need. They need an established set of passes here. And as I say, that goes the other way.
It's a tough ball to control coming
Yeah.
out of line drive. Good little dummy by Almanza. She's feeling herself right now after getting that goal. Do some razzle-dazzle out there.
Yeah, she had a nice, did you see, like, she had like a split second there where she had to burst the speed. I'm excited to watch her speed at full, just go at full sprint, you know.
Now, coming into today's game, Nancy is 8th in the conference, or excuse me, is 8th overall in NCAA with 5 goals.
She's not afraid to put it in the back of the net.
No. No, excuse me. Let me do clarify. I just want to make sure I say it correctly. She's 8th in the conference with 5 goals on the season.
Gotcha.
Well, now give her 6. Well, trying to get a second goal in the day here, and it's going to go harmlessly out of bounds for a Daytona goal kick.
But there's a difference. The Titans are possessing the ball. They have numbers available. They're creating passing formations, and they're just finding it easy to get around the Falcons. And if they do lose the ball, they're right back on the press. They're organized. Right now, Eastern Florida is playing their style of soccer.
And we have a couple more subs for Daytona. It looks like 3 came out. Number 15 came out. Coming into the game is number 26, Madison Gellner from Lake Mary, Florida. And I couldn't see who the second player was from our vantage point. And here comes the goal kick. And will be a Eastern Florida throw-in. It looks like there will be a sub happening here as well. Coming off the field is number 17, Zara Anderson. And coming on the field is number 9, Morgan Gammon. So that was quick. They both, Gammon started, Anderson came in. It looks like they maybe do 10 minutes and switch their players back on.
And another thing is they've swapped sides here. So now Almanza's at the bottom of your screen playing left wing, and Gammon's now at right wing. So they're switching the sides. They're keeping it dynamic and energized, and they're keeping the defense on their toes. They don't know who they're marking.
Good clearance by Pastor. Haven't called her name in a while, which is good for Florida. And here we go. Over there, Almanza. What can she do? Takes it down to the corner, is able to win a throw-in. You could see there Daytona's defense. Almanza was one-on-one with the defender, and her Daytona had a second player track back and run halfway across the field to not give Almanza a one-on-one move. So it's good defense by Daytona there to try to minimize her. Oh, good step over by Borges.
Beautiful ball out wide.
We'll go out for a Florida throw-in.
It looks like Leah Montero's feeling better. She went up for that header on the corner and got hit in the back, and we saw earlier, and she went down for a little bit, but she just made a beautiful cross-pass ball. So it seems like she's back at full. And here comes a pinch up high up the field, and it might spawn a counterattack, but not going to result to anything. And that's the difference. They get their possession back, they get the press, but they can't find an outlet. Whereas the Titans, when they press, they instantly have numbers and can spawn an attack.
Yeah, that was a good clearance by Strauns. And the crowd is singing her name. I'm not sure if it comes across in the telecast, but the crowd's cheering her name, and she's smiling and waving to the crowd, which is cool. Kinsley there, good control coming back from her striker position to help her team win the ball. Ball over the top. And Pastor's able to pick it up harmlessly.
And that's a frustrating pass right there. She sees no option, so she's like, you know, whatever. I'm just going to send it long and hope somebody's up there. Falcons need to take their time, try to find the options, get up slowly, and start frustrating the Titans. If you can get a string of possession, you might see Eastern Florida making some mistakes. But right now, it's just the Titans' game. They get a press. They have numbers to help them out. Who's going to get this throw in? It's going to be Daytona, but the Titans are keeping them corralled. And right now, it's their game to lose at the moment. But as we well know, anything can change in this sport. One moment is all it takes, one goal, and the tide can turn just like that.
If you were coaching Daytona, what strategy changes would you try to implement right now?
Get them to calm down and string some passes, but here comes an opportunity for a cross. It's going to get eaten up there by number 11, Mia Lewis. I'd like to see them calm down a little bit more, go back to the fundamentals, get some strings of passes, not change necessarily strategy, just, you know, get in your head a little bit more, just say, all right, here we are, we deserve to be here. Let's just play like we're supposed to.
The ball will go out for Daytona. Good job by Daytona keeping the ball in the third of Eastern Florida.
And this is an opportunity for them to do it. They have a throw in here in a good position. They can maybe work a cross in or maybe a dangerous through ball into the box.
Varga with the throw in. Falls to Borges, who's fighting for the ball. But Daytona wins the throw in again. We have 20 minutes left here in the first half. 1-0 Titans over Daytona in the Regional 8 Women's Championship soccer game.
Beautiful ball there by DiMassio. Just getting it out wide, alleviating some of that pressure and keeping the attack.
A good play by Daytona.
Good
With
ball.
the throw ball. And you have to applaud Florida's defense right there, able to stop that counterattack.
Another thing about the Titans is they're standing strong in their 1v1 tackles, but here comes a beautiful through ball all the way down the line. That was a long through ball there, just spraying it up the line, keeping it inbound. It's going to instantly take it from Daytona momentum all the way to Titans momentum with this throw-in.
And that is good for Florida. They were in their half for, let's call it 3 or 4 minutes. And
Yeah.
This is good to relieve the pressure, give their defense a break, catch their breath. And you can notice, we talked about 15 minutes ago, the shadows on the field. That is now gone. The sun is setting. The lights are turning on. Day is returning night. And we're going to get some nighttime soccer in about 5 to 10 minutes here.
Yeah, the second half will be really primetime night likes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's going to be a foul on Florida. A little head-to-head contact when she's trying to win the header. Incidental. The foul was on Almanza. She does have 4 yellow cards in the season. She would hate to get one here early in this first half and put her in a position where she maybe can't be as dynamic if she has worrying about a second yellow card.
Yeah, when you have a player in a yellow card, you got to start looking at, all right, do I need to pull them off? Is this a heated game? Is there tackles flying left, right, and center? Because if you get into that situation, then you might need to start pulling those star players that have a yellow card off, just because you can't risk going down the 10 women.
No, especially not in a championship game.
A little miscontrol there.
You know, she looked at her player like, what was that? It was she kind of rocketed that ball to her, and her teammate was at number 11. Lewis gave her like, I apologize, my fault there.
Leah Monteiro just stepping into that challenge right there, snuffing out the attack of the Falcons, and it just instantly launches an attack for the Titans. Beautiful turn.
I have been very impressed with Borges. She's turning. She's able to do some step overs. She's really helping control the midfield and make some plays, just like Nancy is right here.
That was good defense there from the Falcons, keeping her head down, forcing her to make a blind cross. She couldn't really find a target because she had to worry about dribbling there. And it will result in a goal kick.
you can really tell one of the changes we talked about. How is Daytona going to try to come back in this game? They're putting 2 women on number 21, Nancy Almanza, consistently now, not letting her get another chance to potentially get open, make some plays for her team.
Yeah, when the wingback gets back from transitioning from offense, you really start to see them double team on the wide areas, and it makes it really difficult to go on the outside. And the Titans have had success coming through the spine of this team. So I'm interested to see if they continue to try and going out wide, or if they try to attack more at the center.
Florida with the clearance. Who is it again?
Oh my, what a touch there.
Yeah, what a touch, what a turn right there. Oh, a little razzle dazzle. Yeah. Put that on the highlight reel.
Yeah, Borge's absolute performance. She makes a beautiful trap and then goes around 2 players, and it's going to be a foul here. And this is a dangerous spot here for the Titans.
And she's a product of Paris, France. She's playing with that Mbappe razzle dazzle right there.
She's got the Mbappe. More chance coming in from the Titans.
Good hard tackle right there. Is she calling that a foul or a throw-in?
The throw, I believe.
I agree with that. I didn't think there was anything in the foul. No.
Is it a foul?
No, it is a foul. Okay.
I thought I saw the AR, but there's a flag up.
That could have gone either way.
Oh, I know. Oh, never mind. That's how I grab it. I wanted to be right. This is a very good free kick.
Garcia here from Spain is going to take the free kick, put it in the box, dangerous area. And Larson's been active all first half with the save. Coming into this game, Larson ranked first in the conference, playing 14 games with 1,023 minutes. She was first in goals against average with 6. Now today make it 7. I guess technically make it 8 with the goal. Oh, we do have a play on the other side though, and it's going to be offsides by Daytona.
Yeah, Daytona with a chance to get on the attack there and cause some damage of their own, but they're going to get their first offside of the game right over here. There's 15 minutes left. We haven't seen a shot from the Falcons. That really needs to change. That's going to be the main point if it doesn't change heading into the locker room at halftime.
And we have 15 minutes left here in the first half. Your Eastern Florida Titans are up 1-0 on Daytona State Falcons here in the championship game for the Region 8 Women's Soccer Championship. Daytona's trying to get back to make it even 1-1. They're counterattacking right here, and that's just fantastic defense by Florida. Talk about it, Kyler.
I'm trying to figure out who that is, but she just escorted that out. You know, she was like a dog walker there, and the ball was her dog. She just kept it on a leash. She was guiding it outside. Beautiful, just staying in between her defender and the ball.
I want to say that was Strands, Callie Strands from Palm Bay, Florida, excuse me. She's a sophomore defender.
Well, here she is again on the ball. We have beautiful physicality to keep the attacker away from the ball and getting it out for a goal kick.
And she has experience. She's played 21 games here at Florida. She started 11. She has 1 goal and 1 assist in her career. Oh, Florida, the ball breaks for them. Number 21, Nancy with the shot. And she just missed it. Oh, I thought that was in from my angle.
And it wasn't a save. She just pulled it wide there. I think she wasn't ready for that chance. She was coming in on a through ball. It got intercepted, and it just fell right to her there.
Was that a toe poke for a shot?
Yeah, it looked like a toe poke. I couldn't really tell the angle. But, man, a golden opportunity there. And will that go?
That would have been big.
Yeah.
With 10 minutes left in the half to make it a 2-0 lead.
Oh, and it's going to be called against Daytona. This is going to be for the Titans here. I wish we had the number, but it's got to be at least like 6 by now for Daytona, how many fouls they've had.
Samuels with the ball for Daytona.
Off to the races here.
Pushes it up to number 30. Clark trying to run after it. And good defense by Florida. Number 6, Garcia playing it back to her defender, who's able to clear it out. Not quite, actually.
Staying alive.
Clark with the ball for
Beautiful
Daytona.
Tackle. And wins a goal kick.
Going back for a goal kick. I want to take it back to the play we just saw for a second. Unfortunately, we're going to have instant replay. But, Kyler, talk us through that chance that Florida just missed.
Yeah. So number 22, Lena Borges.
No, it was
excuse me,
Nancy.
it's 21. Thank you. Yeah. So Almanza running it on goal on a through ball. Had to run through so many defenders, and it gets intercepted. But there was a mix-up, and it just bottled right to her. And she's like, "Oh, I'll take it." Ran. And the goalkeeper, as soon as she realized, like, "Oh, I have a chance to score here," the goalkeeper was immediately in her face, and she pulled it wide. But that was a lethal opportunity. You get that goal going up 2-0, most likely in the halftime. You got all the momentum, and you just need to play D for the rest of the half.
And let's put that as something we come back to see if that is a chance they may rue in the future.
Yeah. Beautiful overlap.
Nancy right here with the ball. Can she make up for the missed shot? Great pass, number 11, Lewis. Lewis coming down, left for the cross. And that's cleared in the parking lot. Hopefully everyone's windows are okay. And that's going to be a corner kick for your Eastern Florida Titans.
It's their fourth corner. They've had a lot of corners,
They've had
though.
quite a bit.
It's just pressure. The Titans are keeping them here. They're winning fouls. They're winning corners. And they're getting through balls behind the defense. And they're keeping Larson, Daytona's goalie, on their toes. It is an active offense right now for Eastern Florida.
And here we go, about to kick it in. You can see the corner flag waving, so there's still a breeze out there. And Daytona looks like they're about to get it cleared, and they do. Pushing it up to number 30, Jada Clark. That's a lot for Clark to do. They're kind of just kicking her the ball and saying, go chase it. As a striker, that makes it hard. Sometimes people want at their feet to make some moves.
I mean, every striker is different. You've got the striker that can hold it up. There you have the striker that will drop deep and play with it and get an attack spawned. And then there's the striker that just wants to run at that defense and running behind on the through ball. And right now they're making her do the latter, making her run down the line.
We have Florida throw in here. Good defense by number 13 of Daytona. And that is going to be out for a throw-in as we're about to hit.
No, I think it's a is it a throw-in?
It is a throw-in.
I just need to go to you for all referee calls. I don't
Yeah,
know anything anymore.
I messed up the one earlier. I thought it was a throw-in. It wasn't. We're having a sub for Daytona. Coming out is Jada Clark, number 30. I can't see the number coming in. And this is happening at the 10-minute mark left in the first half, where your Titans are still up 1-0 with the NJCAA Region 8 conference title on the line. Eastern Florida is trying to win it back after losing it last year in the semifinals where they lost to Daytona. As we have a save here by Pastor. I think that's her first or second save on the day, nothing of noteworthy. So 10 minutes left in the half. Kyler, what are the thoughts going in? How do you think anybody could get a goal to tie it up or push it up to 2-0?
So the Titans just got to keep doing what they're doing. But here comes a beautiful opportunity for Daytona. Can the through ball get online, Randy?
Fight at the top of the box. Won by Florida. Can they get a counter going? They do have numbers. Pushes up to number 8. Macio. Oh. Ooh. Daytona with a good stop there.
Beautiful play there.
Almanza tried to play her strike partner, number 9.
Offside.
Gammon through, and she was not. And we have an offside, as you beautifully called out.
And it starts from Leah Montero. She is being a rock back there. You asked me, what can Daytona do? Well, they can't do anything right now. Montero is absolutely putting out all the fires back there, keeping Titans in log, in the game, in the driving seat, and spawned a beautiful attack there. And just the final pass of that sequence was offline.
We can hear the crowd saying, "Olé, oh, olé," every time they're kicking.
Active. They're active.
It's a great crowd. Saturday Night Lights. Sometimes people be watching college football. We are watching college football, just not the traditional one Americans may think of.
It ain't Bama football.
Macio with the ball up to Almanza. What can she do with it? Plays Morales, who shoots it. And it goes out for a goal kick.
It was really troubling the goalkeeper there, but that was a good look there from the Eastern Florida Titans. 7 minutes and 50 left here, and there's a substitution onto the pitch.
Number 13, Jada Samuels, is coming out for Daytona, and coming in is number 22, Carson Peterson from Greenlee, Colorado. Larson with the goal kick to bring us back into play with 7 minutes left here in the first half. Borges again, able to clear her defender with some nifty moves. Unfortunately, Florida lost the ball. Giving it back to Daytona here while they're trying to play from the back, play some 1-2s.
Yeah, so far Borges is impressing me strongly.
Yeah.
Her ability to keep the ball alive with defenders surrounding her is absolutely impressive.
Her and Almanza have to be my players of the game so far. Here we go, Daytona trying to make a counter. Left footed shot, and it goes out for a goal kick pretty harmlessly.
Lauren Batcher just stood there and watched that fly by. No trouble there, but a decent opportunity there from Daytona. But she was surrounded. I couldn't see who got the shot off.
Yeah.
But there was 3 white jerseys corralling her and just chasing her down. There was no way she was ever going to get that on target.
That might be a play where you want to have a bit more composure, take a touch on the ball, and allow her players to come help her and give her some support.
Somebody just substituted in for the Titans. I can't see the number. It's number 30, Taylor Mason. Here she is on the ball.
Fighting for it. She's able to win it. She has Nancy in the middle of the box. Can she get her there? Oh, Cross was just behind her on the ground, and Daytona is able to push it away.
She had absolute speed to track down and get that ball. Good involvement as her first touches there. See right there, and that's the difference between the Titans and the Falcons is Titans stay alive even though they have numbers surrounding them. They keep the passing sequence alive. And Falcons, they just can't do that. And here comes another corner.
Another corner. Has to be the 6th or 7th.
When the Falcons get surrounded, the Titans win with the ball. When the Titans get surrounded, the Titans keep the ball. And that is the difference here. They're allowing themselves to have more passing opportunities, more up possession in the final third. And this is like the 100th corner of this first half alone.
When we look at the season, Eastern Florida on the season had 21 corner kicks.
Well, it's about to triple tonight.
Yeah, they're tripling it, which is crazy. Daytona had 84 corner kicks.
Well,
so
they're switching roles.
I think they have maybe 1 or 2 today. So good
Do
pressing.
They've won? They might have won.
They may have won. No more than 2 for sure. And here's the corner kick. It's in there. It's a goal! Your second goal of the day for the Eastern Florida Titans to go up 2-0 in this District 8 championship game. Kyler, who was that goal by?
Couldn't tell you, but if you keep on knocking, you're gonna get it. Corner, 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 corner. We were saying it. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. And they got it. The fruit of their labor.
There was a lot of bodies in the box. We're waiting for the official scorekeeper, but I want to say that was the second goal on the day for Nancy Almanza.
Was that Almanza?
We're going to get our producer to help us out, so we'll keep you updated when we get the official scorekeeper who scored there. But, Kyler, what did we just talk about? Corner kicks, corner kicks, corner kicks. When you give a team that many opportunities from a set play, good things are going to happen is what we saw.
Titans goal, number 4, Leia Montero.
So officially the goal was Leia Montero from Paris, France. That is her first goal on the season. And way to get a goal in a championship game for your first goal of the season.
Oh, and here comes an opportunity here for the Falcons. Oh, ooh. Lauren Pastor there had a little bit of a mishap, but she was able to fall on it. And she hasn't been called in the action, so we can give her a break. But let's talk about Leah Montero so far. Montero is not only – she's got a goal now. Not only does she have a goal, she's a rock back here. And she's being so strong in the defense, going into all of her 1v1 tackles and winning them, and keeping the ball alive, keeping the passing sequence going. Montero now has a goal to add to her efforts today.
Yeah. When your defender gets a goal, it means things are going right for you in the game, which is what Florida is thinking right now as they're up 2-0 on the bitter rivals here in the District 8 Conference Championships. Crossed in by Daytona. It's in there, and it goes out for a goal kick.
And the Falcons respond. You know, they went down 1-0 after Almanzas, and they got a free kick. They're going down 2-0 here, and they're putting on the gas. They've had 2 opportunities now in the box. So the Falcons mentally are still in this game. They are not psyching themselves out. And after a halftime talk with head coach Hope Clark, they could come out here really well, well-versed. So, yes, Titans have been dominating this game, but do not count Daytona out. There's still plenty of football here to play.
The age-old saying in soccer, the most dangerous score is a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, dude, seriously, I'm glad I'm not the only one who knows that.
Not trying to jinx Florida, of course. But you got to make sure you don't get them one back. That's when you get confidence. Florida, if they can get, as we got a shot, and it just goes over the bar out for a goal kick. Looks like it was number 15 for Daytona, Mia Gonzalez. Excuse me if I got that number wrong.
Is it 25 or is it 15?
Tough from our angle to see.
But I mean, there's 250 left here, Randy. Titans cannot concede. They need to go in with this 2-0 lead, keep the momentum rolling. They cannot give Daytona anything to hang high with into the locker room.
Just to confirm, that was number 15, Mia Gonzalez. Florida with the clearance here. Aaron passed by Daytona. Can this get Florida an advantage? Number 30, Mason running after it. She's using every bit of her 5'10" frame to outrun the defense there to win the ball.
She's got speed. I've seen her break on that side multiple times.
You can't teach speed.
That is so true. And oh, I can see a full moon behind those trees, so we're getting really ready here for the second half.
And hopefully this is showing on the broadcast right now. You can see the full moon out there. Beautiful setting for some football. I'm happy we get to be here together, Kyler. And if you're at home watching, we're happy that you're here watching as well. Thank you for tuning in.
This game is far from over. I'm going to keep saying it no matter what we finish here at halftime. This game is far from over. The Falcons are playing mentally ready, and I'm curious to see if the Titans let off the gas. And it looks like something's going on here. The second official.
They're trying to put some time back on the clock here. The second official, Albert Escobar, was asked by the head official to put some time back on the clock. We moved it from 1:40 left in the first half to 2:20. Now it's 2:13 counting down. With a Florida throw-in.
Yeah, but the Titans are going to try and waste it. Like I said, they're going to just try and escape with this 2-0 because the Falcons put on some really good pressure after going down.
Nancy with the pass. Daytona's able to break it up there.
Ooh.
That looked like incidental contact.
Yeah, but the attacker didn't make it look like it was, it was incidental. Ooh, nice little move there. Oh, another one. I think it's a handball. It's going to be a foul here and a dangerous opportunity for the Titans with a minute 20.
This would be a big third goal here right before half. That's a completely different halftime speech from 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. That's defeating. Two people on the wall. It looks like a little set play to the top of the box.
1 minute left in regulation.
Oh, we have a
Is it going to be another corner? No, it's a
goal
goal
kick. I like that play, though. All the Daytona defenders were in the box. Pass it to number 6 for Houston, Florida. Anderson, who was there to try to get a shot in. I think it was, sorry.
And
it
the Titans
was,
are really.
was it number 6?
Yeah, it was number 6.
Okay,
You're
cool.
correct.
Just wanna make
The
sure.
Titans are really creative with their set pieces. Their first corner, they had a dummy, and on that one, they had a nice little cutback to the top of the box. And the set pieces are the difference. We've seen they got their first goal from a free kick and their second goal from a corner. And
30 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, and with 30 seconds left, the set pieces are going to cost Falcons a 2-0 lead, and they've got some work to do here in the second half, Randy.
Oh, no. She's through. Number 3, Posner, she get across. Number 9, Gammon was not able to get across to her teammates.
10,
You just got
With 10 seconds left in the half, it looks like it's a throw-in. Can they get it in? Can they make a play? 3, 2, 1. Oh, almost at the buzzer. A goal for Eastern Florida.
But it's not the sport for a buzzer beater.
Yeah, you don't see much. But Larson gets the save. Probably her 10th save on the season. And that takes us to halftime, where your Eastern Florida Titans are up 2-0 on Daytona State College Falcons in the District Region 8 Women's Soccer Championship. Kyler, take us through the key plays of this first half.
Yeah, so it starts with Almanza, and it comes from that set piece. Right about at half field on the top of your screen. Titans win a set piece. They throw it to the byline to get the cutback, and it gets them their second goal. And then what happens on the first goal? Or in the second goal, excuse me. It's a corner, and they've had corner after corner after corner after corner, Randy. And Leah Montero takes it and gives them a double lead. And now the Titans heading into halftime here, they've got about 15 minutes until they come back out. They're going to be talking defense. They're going to be talking locking up shop. They're going to make this really difficult for Daytona to even try to get a goal, not let alone two.
Awesome. And we're going to take a short break here at Orlando Health Stadium. There's 14 minutes left in this halftime intermission. We'll be back with about 2 minutes before halftime's over to be able to give you the opportunity to get a second half preview. For Kyler Grant and Randy Silver, we'll be back in about 14 minutes for the second half.
Build a successful career with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. You can choose from nearly 25 tracks in today's top job fields of business, healthcare, and computer technologies, with classes tailored to meet your needs on campus and online. A bright future awaits you with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu/go/bachelors.
Eastern Florida State College has a 2-year aerospace technology degree. We are the only school in the state of Florida that offers this degree. The program is taught by industry professionals. All of the instructors are currently employed or previously employed at NASA. The program manager was part of NASA for 35 years. So you're not getting just somebody that has a degree that's teaching you stuff about aerospace. You're learning from people that actually worked in the aerospace field or currently working in the aerospace field.
Welcome back to Orlando Health Stadium, where your Eastern Florida Titans are up 2-0 on Daytona State Falcons. We're ready for the second half. The winner of this game will advance to the Southeast District Tournament next weekend, November 3rd and 4th, to play in Milledgeville, Georgia, for the title. But of course, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have our District 8 title up for grabs today. Kyler, let's bring you back in. Again, my name is Randy Silver, here with Kyler Grant. Kyler, what do you think each coach talked about at halftime to prepare their team for the second half?
I'll tell you, it's very, very different. For Eastern Florida Titans, they got to lock down their defensive side. They can't have any shot, and they were doing that. They can't have any shots, no dribbling into the box, no clean looks. They can't have their head up in the final third. Keep pressure onto the attackers of the Titans, or excuse me, for the Falcons. And now for the Falcons, what they have to do, I don't think they should switch their system. They just need to get dialed down on the basics, the fundamentals. They need to get their final third together because the passing goes awry there, and they need to win the ball off the press. They press, they will get like a challenge in, and then they'll lose the ball right back. If they can get a pass or two out of their press, that is something that will make the Falcons perform a lot better because their style is passing the ball, and I think we've only seen, like, at max 8 in a row. But here we go. We're underway, and they're starting with the ball, the Falcons, so let's see if they can pass better.
The Falcons are in dark, while the Titans are in white, and they have switched sides for this half.
You know what else to switch, Randy? It's day and night.
Day and night.
Quite literally. It is now fully dark out. The moon is out, and it is completely opposite of the day of our first half.
And Dayton's trying to see if they can get a quick goal to start the second half here. And Florida with the ball here. And who else? Number 22, Borges trying to make a play. And Florida's able to keep it up. Counterattack, playing the ball through the middle. Ew, so close. Florida was almost able to get there. Number, I can't see the number. Is that number 9, Gammon, on the left side of the field for Florida?
Yeah, that would be Gammon. It was a foot race there, and Larson came up on top of that one. Very close there for Titans to get a third.
So, one thing happening, just to make you aware of, is the clock on the field was not correctly. It was saying 15 minutes like they were counting up from halftime. The referees were keeping the correct time on
was just about to
their
mention
watch,
that.
and they were able to fix
The
that.
referees keep their own time, so it doesn't matter what you see up there. If the referees have something different, it could be 0-0, but the referee's like, no, we actually have 2 more minutes on our watch. They will reset to those 2 minutes. So luckily they're keeping track because they were just on the wrong minutes there. But we're underway here, and both teams kind of had a chance. They had 2 through balls for both sides, and it's starting just like it did in the first half, a little back and forth. The key thing for the Falcons, the key thing for both teams, is can the Falcons keep possession? Can they put strings of passing sequences together?
Florida with a throw-in. Ball falls to number 8's foot, Macio. But Dana's able to win it back here and see if they can clear it. And they do. Up to their striker. Good treacherous try to turn, but no. Florida's able to clear away harmlessly to Dayton's goalie, number 00, Larson.
It looks like the Falcons are committing more numbers forward. I only see 1 pivot, 1-6. So that means they're putting 6 players forward. I would expect a better press with that in mind.
Early in the first half, we talked about shadows. We talked about the wind, the sun. Looking at the flag, the corner flag is still waving quite a bit, so there's a breeze on the field. But playing under lights, how does that maybe change your mindset as a player? And let me pause for a second while we have Florida making an attack here. Number 7, Morales with the ball. Passes to Burgess. And Daytona is able to win it back. But careless giveaway.
Ooh, nice move.
And it goes out. Did it go out?
No,
now it goes out
now
for a
out
throw-in.
Yeah, Paws are keeping it alive there. Can't break down their defender, but it's still up here in the corner for the Titans.
Titans throw-in. As close to a throw-in as it can get before becoming a corner kick. And Nancy with the ball. Tries to put a cross in, blocked by Daytona. But they're not able to clear their zone. Florida passes it back to control the ball.
Ooh,
Crossover.
Very ambitious there.
No. Florida with the through ball. Burgess just skipped over her foot, and the ball is cleared away out of the side of Daytona's box. And Daytona clears it away. So going back to the question, Kyler, how does playing under lights potentially change your mindset or change how you play as a player, if it does at all?
It's the intensity. The intensity raises. You know, the clock's going down, and so is the time left in this day. When the lights hit, the fans are going to get more into this one, and it's going to bring in the momentum. Here's an offside on Borges.
It was a fantastic touch, side of the foot to keep it going.
And she just never reset. She wasn't ready for that clearance, and it kind of came out of nowhere, and she was still walking back from the previous play. And it caught her in shot her in the foot there. And this is moments where the Falcons can take a moment to breathe and reset fully. Because when you have these set pieces, you have these throw-ins where you could just take your time, set up a play, get some passes off, and try to work an opportunity.
The crowd is still going, ole, ole, ole. Love to hear it.
They got multiple chants.
They do have multiple
They got
chants.
different chants. Foul there. Ooh,
They're
she
chanting
kicked
like
it
it's
away.
still the first minute of the game. They have all that energy.
Foul called on the Titans. It's going to be Falcons ball in a dangerous position. And you could get this into the box here. This is an opportunity here for Daytona to try and create something.
Good ball into the box. Dangerous spot. It's a header, but it is saved by number 1, the goalie, Lauren Pastor. Relatively
move.
easy save overall, but nonetheless, good chance for Daytona, excuse me.
Almanza is starting from a deep position there on the counter for the Titans. And had a nice little move to get around our defender, but the final pass was just not there. And here comes Falcons the other way, Randy.
And it's booted away by Florida.
And there we go. That's good from the Falcons. Oh, as I say that they lose possession, but they almost got out of the pass press there.
Burgess with some good play in the midfield to help her team. Trying to take on 4 defenders. Can she? What a great ball to Nancy. Oh. Wasn't able to bring the header down, put it in the corner, and goes out over the crossbar for a goal kick.
Came at her in a very awkward angle, Randy. She didn't know how to control it, because she couldn't really also direct the ball onto frame it. That takes elite air skill. Just offline there. And a dangerous opportunity for the Titans. Still 2-0 here, 7 minutes played in the second half. 38 to go.
The goal kick falls to Florida. Daytona's able to win it back. And then back to Florida. Nancy
She just
using
went
her
right around
speed.
them.
Ooh, that's a great slide by Daytona to get the ball out. That's number 6 for Daytona. Jajoni Anderson from Jamaica with that slide tackle to give Florida a throw-in. We're back to a Florida throw-in, this time closer to midfield. And we're 8 minutes into the second half here at Orlando Health Stadium, where your Titans are winning 2-0 over the Falcons in the District 8 championship game. Winner moves on to the Southeast District Tournament in Georgia next weekend. And then ideally after that, national championships. But first, of course, let's not overlook today, where Florida's trying to attack to get their 3rd goal in the day. But Daytona's able to clear it. They can keep the ball in. Can they boot it out of their zone? They do. Who will win the header? 50-50 ball. Florida wins it. It falls to Almanza's feet. A great little step over.
Ooh.
Good cross in the box. Really to no one's head, just more to a space, and falls harmlessly to the goalie for Daytona, Larson. And here she goes with her boot. Larson's been very active today, probably more than she's been active all season. On the season, she only gave up 6 goals with 26 saves. She probably has, what, 13, 14, 15 saves, you think, today? So
Yeah, she's been in action all day today. She had that buzzer beater at the end of the first half.
Burgess with the ball. There's that step over again. Oh, she gets by the defender.
How did she go around her mark like that?
No, she reminds me a lot of Sophia Smith of the U.S. national team. She's low center of gravity and is able to be very quick with her feet. As Nancy crosses the ball into the box, it's not cleared away. It's a floor shot, and it goes wide.
Goal kick.
Whew. Oh. That looked like it was seeking bottom left corner, but unfortunately it went just wide for a goal kick, harmlessly out of play.
Past couple of minutes, the Titans have just been putting on the gas. They're putting on the pressure. They're putting on some nice little moves here. The final pass is not there, and right there, the shot off the deflected clearance was almost on line there.
And you have to think Coach Clark for Daytona is starting to get a little bit restless. She's not probably liking her team playing so much in her third for this second half of the game. How do you think she can try to change something up here to give her team opportunity to play more forward attacking versus the defense?
The problem with soccer, and when you're a coach, is you can't do much when the game's live. All you can really do is substitute, and that final pass is not going to be online. So if Hope Clark's going to want to change this game, it's going to have to be through substitutes. The rest is up to our players. Oh, the press is on.
That's going to be a foul. That's going to
No,
be a throw-in.
throw.
Looked like she was pointing to give a foul. So it's a throw-in going to Florida.
I got that one right.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm starting good on the second half.
And now it's going to be Daytona's throw-in. Ball falls to Florida. Calling for her teammate to clear it.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Can Florida win this ball? They have a breakaway. They cannot, but Daytona clears it out harmlessly. Number 24 for Daytona. Sophia Varga right there, almost with a huge mistake that would have led to a East of Florida shot on goal.
Yeah, Taylor Mason was chasing her down, but they were able to get away on time and avoid the danger. But here comes the Titans one more time, trying to increase their lead.
Ball in the box. Can Nancy get it? No, but it falls to Florida. And a header straight to Daytona's goalie. Larson with the save, relatively easy, and is able to boot it up to her peer, number 28. That's a foul on Almanza, number 21 for Florida. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of that foul. Sometimes there's professional fouls, but you had the defender going backwards. You had the press on.
Yeah, I agree.
And you kind of just let her out there.
Just corral them. Let her minus the pass and set your press up.
They boot the ball forward into Florida's third. It's won by Florida. Number 8, Masio, with some great footwork there.
Yeah, she's frustrated because she couldn't find a teammate to pass to. She has beautiful footwork as well, and that's something that's really impressed me about these Titans, is they're able to get out of 1v1 situations and keep the play alive going down the field.
With the throw-in, ball falls to Daytona's feet. Playing back to try to play forward. 24 in the bind. That's Varga again, but she's able to get it back to her goalie. Larson, who boots it away, but right to a Florida player. Can they do anything with it? Puts it out to the far left of the side. Crest back on the right foot with the shot. Not the hardest shot to Larson in goal. Is able to corral it pretty easy.
Yeah, and that shot comes from beautiful press. They're able to get it all the way back to the goalie and force her to a long shot, and then they just start their attack. Titans have a well-organized press, and it's just allowing them to keep their head down. Falcons can't put their heads up. Daytona Well, as I say that, here comes a nice little beautiful sequence. But it just immediately gets met. The press today for the Titans is super strong. And I think the goalkeeper, Lauren Bachelor's only been involved once or twice maybe in this game.
Yeah, we have not called her name a lot. And as any goalkeeper would say, do not call my name. That means the game's going well for my team, most likely. Trying to play the through ball here. And good idea. Nobody there. Once again, the goalkeeper's name we're probably calling way too much for her liking. Emma Broch Larsen from Denmark plays ball to her teammate, who plays it right back to her, number 24, Varga. And Larsen's able to boot it away there. Harden with the ball near side.
Nice tackle.
Great tackle. Oh, Nancy missed her teammate there. There was opportunity to play her through.
She's electing to keep possession of the ball, keep this sting out of this game. Try not to rip up the energy. If they just pass, they'll get Daytona more frustrated and just keep this game level.
As Daytona try to do their own counterattack, clearance falls very nicely for Florida. A great tackle by Posner.
The referee disagrees with you,
I disagree.
Randy.
Sorry, I got that one wrong. My angle looked like it was all ball, but of course the referee on the field has potentially better angle.
Stopping the clock here. I think she's having a discussion.
Oh,
Probably some dissent.
I think she thought that was a clean tackle as well.
She did get all ball, but she kind of went through the player to get to it, so I agree with the referee. Or well, I should say I don't disagree with the referee there, but I can see the frustration on the Titans' end.
Ball don't lie. Goes right back to Florida. Almanza on the right side. Tries to cross it in. Not the best cross. Goes outside of the goal for a goal kick.
Substitution.
And we do have a substitution for both teams.
Yeah.
And we don't have replay here or some binoculars, unfortunately. So it's going to be a bit harder to see the numbers here.
It's number 9 subbing off into the game. Morgan Gammon. On the far side. I can't see her number. The left wing is our new player.
And we have a Daytona throw-in. No?
No.
The referee changed her mind.
Wrong again.
And Mason tried to get in. Ball's cleared deep and dark into the night. That's on the softball field over there.
Is that a softball field or is that like Gatorland? Dude, it's dark, so that's got to be Gators now. If the light doesn't hit it, the Gators are there. That's my new mentality ever since moving here.
And that goes out for a corner.
Oh, here we go, another corner.
Titans' first corner of the day, probably their 16th maybe of the evening.
Yeah. Let's see what they can do with their first corner of the second half. But, I mean, if it's anything like the first half, we could be seeing our third goal here.
And here we go. A bunch of players top of the box. Oh, set play. A little trickery. And it's a save by Larsen for Daytona. Shot was by number 8, Masio of Florida. Good low hard shot. What do you think of that play, Kyler?
Yeah, good shot, but a better save. Getting down to her right. Liz at a comfortable height, and there she is calling back into action. But I love that. They have a lot of trick plays with their set pieces. And here comes a potential counter here, Randy.
And snuffed out by Florida. And you are right. That's the second time we saw on the corner kick. Instead of trying to put a cross in the box, they kept the low hard ball outside the box to the top, where they had their own player open, and they tried to get an outside shot.
Well, they scored with a header on a corner, so they have to respect the ball into the box, and it just alleviates some pressure at the top, and they've tried it a couple of times. But right there, Larsen's just going to answer to that and make a nice little save and parry it to her right.
Ooh, almost
nutmeg.
with the nutmeg. Wasn't able to win it after getting through the legs. Gives Daytona the advantage. As we come up to the 27-minute mark of the second half, your Titans are up 2-0 on the Falcons in this Region 8 Women's Soccer Championship. Winner moves on to the Southeast District Tournament next weekend.
I might need to say this like with my mic muted, but I want the Falcons to score. I want a really good game. I want to get this revved up here. I think they heard me, and they're like, all right, I'll just shoot.
Easy save there by Pastor.
It was like a David Beckham effort there, trying to score from range.
Right. We are on the Eastern Florida Titans YouTube channel, so thank you for watching. I'm sure most of the fans will not want to see a goal. They would actually want to see a goal the opposite way for the Titans to get a 3-0
I want
win.
chaos.
Can Nancy create chaos here? Can she make a play? And ref calls a foul there. It's going to be Daytona's ball. A couple of the fans were unhappy with that call. You could hear them saying, come on, ref, what was that?
She seems to be getting more tight in her decisions. She seemed a little loose in the first half, and now she's tightening the ship as this game gets a little more intense.
We don't have any yellow cards yet, to my knowledge, to what
No, we
I
do
remember.
not. No, wait, no, you're no.
We don't have any yellow cards yet. Number 22 for Dayton with the ball. Can she make a play? Peterson. Great defense by Florida.
And it was
that's going to go out for a goal kick.
Beautiful tackle there right before she broke. What was the number there? Did you get the number?
Of the
Is that Posner?
slide tackle? I think it was number 3.
Yeah, that was Posner.
Correct.
Yeah, beautiful tackle
The sophomore from Boca Raton, Florida. She's started all 12 games this season, has 3 goals, 2 assists. It's not just an offensive player. She's tracking back on defense as well.
Oh, she sold her a ticket there. Good little fake. She wanted something there.
Yeah.
It's going to go Daytona's way.
Garcia was not happy. Daytona, can they make a play? Ball falls to number 22. And it's saved by Pastor. Been a bit more active the past couple minutes. Nothing you would say is super harmful yet, but some warning signs.
Yeah, Falcons had an opportunity there to get something, but Pastor was able to clean it up before it became anything.
With less than 25 minutes left in the game, Daytona is definitely going to want a goal relatively soon to give them some time to get that second goal to tie the game. Well, of course, if Eastern Florida can get a third goal here, you would have to assume that's pretty much match.
But if Falcons get a goal, the game flips on its head. And you mentioned it. I love that you mentioned it. You know, a 2-0 lead is a very dangerous lead in this sport.
But it has not looked dangerous yet for the Titans. They're doing a great job. Can this be the opportunity for Daytona? No.
She just bodied her.
Ooh. We have a
Ooh,
player
she might be
down
down.
for Florida. Ball's in the box. Saved by Pastor, and we're going to have a timeout clock stoppage. Looks like a knee injury for
I can't tell.
the Florida player. I can't see the number on the ground. I want to say potentially is Posner. That's been her position all game, that right side of the field. And it looked awkward. It looked like she got pushed and her foot may have got stuck in the grass and her knee twisted funny. Wish her all the best and hope she's okay.
Yeah, the landing. Yeah, that's Posner. The landing didn't look good there. The trainer's been called. Hopefully she's okay. Maybe she got the wind knocked out of her. I can't tell. I'm speculating at this point. I couldn't tell you. But this just takes the sting out of the game, just standing here. Falcons can try to generate momentum, you know, but when something like this happens, you just kind of have to wait for an injury to play out. You're just standing here waiting and waiting, and there's not much you can do. And moments like these in the game really help Titans get one more step closer to the win.
It looks like she's able to walk off on her own power, which is good. This is where us announcers make our money when we have some time here between stoppages of play. So let's talk about the game so far, Kyler. 23 minutes left in the second half. How has when we have wholesale changes happening as well, which is good to see players, fresh legs coming in. How's the second half gone so far for you?
A bit back and forth. The Titans have created shots on target. However, the Falcons are stringing passes together, not as many as they need, but they are starting to play like they're supposed to, and we're back in play here. But the Falcons are showing a bit more spirit, and I would expect this game to get more chippier. If they can bring Titans to a more physical level and make this more of a battle than it is a contest, then that could open the way for Falcons.
The Titans are on attack right now. Good outside pass with her left foot. The ball goes out of play for a Florida throw-in.
I think that was a Travella. It wasn't her left foot. I think she
Okay.
hit it with the outside of her foot.
Whatever it was sick.
More impressive if it's a Travella.
It's going to be a Daytona goal kick here. Larson from Denmark with the kick right here.
And yeah, she's conceded 2 goals, but she's been strong. She's kept this from getting out of hand and getting ugly for the Falcons.
Her goal against average is .53 on the season, so the 2 goals is significantly higher than what she's used to giving up. You have to credit Titans for that, for pressuring and really playing offensively all game.
Yeah, they're just on the front foot. They've been creating. Their set pieces have been lethal. They're going down the spine, making plays, and they're not afraid. They're not playing scared.
Mason with the throw-in. Ball goes back to her feet, and she's able to cross it over to her teammate, number 5.
Still alive. Uh-oh.
Crossed up. A little mix-up by Florida. Daytona's able to win the ball. Can they do something with it?
Corner.
And it's a corner.
Here we go. Falcons can get something off of this set piece here.
As we come to the 21-minute mark here in the first half, excuse me, in the second half.
Titans are defending well. That was a scary situation, and they're getting in front of it. They're not letting them have anything for free.
Short corner, back to the kick taker. It's in, and is that in for a goal?
It's the far AR's call, and he's not saying anything, so it's going to go down as a save.
Pastor with the great save there. Falcons player was right on her. She could have dropped the ball on the goal. She could have dropped on her head and it fell in. Anything could have happened.
She could have just crossed the line. She was right there.
She had strong hands to, 1, keep the ball out, and 2, good body control to not fall into the goal.
And the AR was in position, so it definitely didn't cross the line. I was watching the full time. He was hugging that corner flag.
Yeah. I don't think they have goal line technology in JC.
No, it's
soccer,
all the AR, whatever the AR sees.
I would love some goal line technology here. That would be awesome.
That'd be fun. And that's what I'm talking about. You need to bring the Titans to a physical level, get them frustrated, and little chippy fouls like that is what's going to do it for you.
This is going to be from the half line, a free kick for Daytona. Kicking is number 24, Varga, the Flagler Beach, Florida native. Ooh, looks like we have a foul. Head-to-head contact, and we have a stoppage of the time here.
She fell hard there. She's standing up.
Of course, head injuries, not just in soccer, in all sports, is a huge topic of conversation, and people want to err on the side of safety versus letting them go. Looks like she's okay, is great. But, of course, when there's a head injury, especially in soccer, the rules are now you stop play and get medical attention ASAP to make sure the player's okay. Luckily, no medical attention was needed there, and she was able to get up on her own 2 feet and continue playing. As another Florida player goes down,
Ooh.
she's banging the ground. She looks like she's in a lot of pain. It's been a tough couple minutes for Florida. 3-4 players going down. That's number 6. Ana Garcia from Spain there. Looks like she's trying to walk it off. They're making her get off the field, unfortunately. No. When I was playing in my youngin' days, I'm not that old, but in my youngin' days, the worst thing for me was I got stepped on all the time, and I think that's maybe what happened there. When you get stepped on, it's not a serious injury.
Cleated.
Yeah, cleated. You're going to be okay. But getting someone's cleats on the top of your foot, and nowadays soccer cleats are very thin. There's not much padding.
You're soft, man.
It
Once you play forever, I
hurts.
feel like it just becomes another thing.
No, I would go home with black and blue toes every day, and it was not.
No, it's a pain, but I don't know. For me, I just got used to it. It's like it's just part of the job. We got a fan here trying to. I think he's trying to say about the goal.
So,
Going back over and back.
we don't have instant replay here, but we have a fan.
We got a fan who's
who's streaming the game, and he's showing us his phone that it was. He thinks from his vantage point watching the video that
The AR was right there. I don't
that
think that was over.
Posner went over the line with the ball, and again the full ball has to go over the line. Unless you're really right there, it's a tough call. Our cameras here on the top of the booth, so.
I'm telling you, who had the best angle was that AR.
Yeah. If you're able to comment on YouTube, give us your thoughts. Let us know what you think. As Nancy's trying to go out and get a third goal for her team, making a 1-2 play, going shoulder to shoulder with the defender, crossing the box. It's there to be had, but it's not. Just over the heads of both her teammates.
Still alive.
Still alive. Cross back into Nancy with the header, and it goes wide.
Almanza took on 2 defenders. The cross was just barely off. And then she almost had one for herself on the rebound. And it looks like a substitution here on the far side of the field. Is that 17? I think that's Anderson.
I think
Is
so
that
as
Zara
well.
Anderson?
Here's a clearance by Daytona. It goes out of bounds for Florida throw-in with Mason.
The time is dwindling here. There's only 18 minutes left. If the Falcons want to get something, they got to get something now.
Is this the opportunity? Ball played back to Posner in goal. And she's able to boot it away.
Beautiful.
Turned out to be great right there. To Borges. Oh, great.
See ya.
Razzle dazzle again. Put her in a spin cycle.
Yeah, left her. Oh, and then just off target there.
And ball's cleared out for a Daytona throw-in. As we have 17 and a half minutes left. Crowd over here is cheering. They're loud.
No, they're on their feet.
They're on their
They're
feet.
moving.
It looks like it's the men's Eastern Florida soccer team is cheering, chanting. They have some cowbells. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. As we look back at the game of play, and Daytona almost is able to put it away, but they could not. Ball goes out of play for a goal kick.
I was looking at the fans, dude. I'm so glad you said something. I had no clue what was going on there. You guys are going wild.
We got a couple subs coming in and out.
Those guys are
Out of
funny.
the game goes number 7, Morales, for Florida. Good ball to number 8, Macio.
You're getting the parents involved, and it's really cracking me up.
Here we go. Can Florida have an attack? Oh, they have numbers here, 4 and 3. Borges with the pass. Is it going to break for Florida? Oh, that's a big. Oh, she's calling it. No foul. The head referee right there, Jasmine Portella, is right on the play. She said it was a 50-50, no foul. And she stops the play for Florida, a Daytona injury.
It's too far away.
I can't see the number.
Couldn't tell you what.
That was a cracking tackle, though. That was a last-ditch effort, and she made the play. Give her respect. She put her body on the line.
Yeah, I couldn't tell exactly. I couldn't give you an answer if that was a penalty or not, but it was close. It was borderline there. But it's necessary when you're down 2-0 with 16 here. But Daytona, you know, their backs have been against the wall this whole game, but there is still time in here. They've had them once this season. They know they have it within themselves. The Titans are just staying dominant. They're staying true. And it might be getting, this might have to be a substitution here. I believe she's attending to her right leg. Can you get a number? Do you see a number there?
I can't see a number. Hopefully she can get some weight on it, walk off her own power. And she does. This gives us a moment to talk about the Titans. What are they going for? In 2021, the Titans won the national championship, and that's the highlight of anybody's career. And then last year, they lost in the semifinals of the national championships. Even though they did not win the regional finals, they were able to get an at-large bid to go to the national championships. So a lot of these players here, especially obviously the sophomores who were there last year, have experience. So redshirt freshmen from 2 years ago. So with 60 minutes left here in the district, going on next week to the Southeast District Tournament, they have bigger aspirations than just here next week. They want to get back to the national championship and bring another title home.
Yeah, but this is the right step in the direction. They look really strong today. Their defense doesn't have a lot of cracks. There may have been like 1 or 2 chances total this whole game. If they can continue that, they can go as far as their will take them.
Right now, we'll see if Daytona has the will to get 2 goals back to tie this game. That's a foul on Florida. Daytona free kick.
The Titans got their first goal from a similar set piece in this area. Let's see if Falcons can replicate some of that success.
In goes the ball, top of the box, and Florida's able to clear the way. Put back in, a little kickball's happening. Oh, ball gets through. Number 3, Davis. What can she do with it? Good block by Daytona.
And I mentioned it earlier, this defense is cracking tight. They are not letting anything happen here. No balls into the box, nothing's free, everything's being cleared out, everything's being repelled. And if it somehow does get through, Pastor is there to sweep it up. And what is the referee discussing here?
As we have some subs coming in for Daytona.
Subs. Thank you.
No, I don't think there's really one good opportunity you could say the Falcons had. Maybe one, but nothing that was a clear-cut chance for them one-on-one with the goal. And you have to credit Florida's defense because of that.
Yeah, these guys are cracking. They're not letting anything be for free. If it's a cross, their head's down and it's a pressured cross. If it's just shot, it's the exact same situation. Nothing is for free for Daytona.
Gammon with some great ball clearance right there, running the ball up, but no one there.
Well, you say that.
Oh, we got some shoulder action, starting to get a little testy.
It's going to be Daytona's throw.
You know, you mentioned nothing free. If Daytona can find 2 goals to tie the 2-2, then we'll get some free extra time soccer.
Gotta love that. That's what. See, are you rooting for them? Do you want another goal, or are you staying with the home crowd here? I want another goal, Randy.
I'm on the side of Eastern Florida Titans. Calling on the YouTube channel.
No, man, I want Titans to win it, but I want to risk.
2-0.
Let's see if there's a crack in this defense today.
Can Daytona do something here? Nobody in the box. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy for Pastor and goal.
Yeah, emphasis on easy. That was a very tame cross. Not a lot of effort into that one.
Boyd just putting it out wide to number 17, Anderson. Good tackle. We'll have to say, I'm impressed with Daytona's defense. They're not afraid to put the body on the line, and they're getting some good tackles in there to stop the play.
And I think that came out of their halftime speech. Don't let them walk around you. Falcons have been really standing to the test, especially late in the second half. And what is the referee
And we have a stoppage in the play.
They're consulting.
We have the center ref, the head ref talking to one of the assistants and the 4th official on the far side of the field.
Yellow.
And someone's getting a yellow.
It's a coach. It's got to be a coach.
Was that the head coach?
No.
I can't tell. No, the head coach is sitting down. It is the head
Is
coach.
the head coach?
So we got word from our producers. The yellow is going to be on the head coach for Eastern Florida. That is Scott Carswell. We have not talked about Scott much lately, and he told us before the game he does not want to be talked about. That's not his role. He wants the girls to shine on the field. But just to kind of talk about him for a second, because he got a yellow. Scott's in his 4th season as the head coach of the women's soccer team here, and he helped the program win their first.
Ooh. Sorry.
Please, yeah, thank you. Win their first championship in 2021. So he has that championship pedigree. Obviously, oh, here we go. A misplay by Daytona. Can Florida take advantage?
Ooh, that's going to be a foul.
A foul. Is it a throw-in?
No, it's a foul here
foul.
for the Titans.
Basically,
It's basically a corner.
a little bit in. Let's see if they have a trick play up their sleeve again.
And they have so far tonight. We've seen multiple trick plays. See what else they're cooking with. They could just, well, there's still 12 minutes. I was going to suggest maybe just play it in the corner, but
Yeah, play it back to 30 Mason. No, interesting. Mason's playing all the way back here. She was playing up attack earlier in the game.
yeah,
And, you know, she's 5'10". Put her out, put up there, go get a header.
she's rapid, though. If it counter breaks, she's got the legs to stop it.
Yeah. Ball's put in. Tried to be cleared by Daytona. Not quite cleared yet. And now they get it away.
Still alive here, though.
And we have a handball on Daytona. Just to finish my thought, to go back to the head coach for Eastern Florida, Carswell. You know, in JC, players are here for 2 years and they move on. In a 4-year program, you can really build a culture. For having someone who's the head coach who's won a national title, he can help bring that mindset and talk about what that team in 2021 did that was successful and instill that on players this year and obviously future years as the ball is put into the box. And Daytona is able to clear it. It's not quite yet, still on the 3rd. And ball goes out of bounds. No, they keep it in. It's going to be the goalie picking it up. Put that as a save on the score sheet.
If we want to call it as a save, stat patter.
Yeah. Kyler, one other thing just about team culture. We talked to both coaches before the game. And for coach of the Falcons, Hope Clark, she talked about team culture. Can you share with the audience at home kind of what she talked about, how she's trying to instill culture in her program?
That's her key fundamental. You know, she believes if the culture's there, that the tactics and everything else will kind of fall in place. Especially when you're dealing with young adults and kids, it really needs to be at the forefront of your program, is building relationships, cultures, making this an environment that they want to play for. And then, and then she's right. You know, the other stuff falls in, but today it is just not going their way. They've had a good season, but right now the 7th-ranked Daytona State Falcons are kind of on their back, have their back against the wall, and they've got to get 2 in 10 minutes here.
Yeah, and you talked about culture being fundamental. Coach Clark for Daytona came from being in 4-year programs her whole career. So for the fact that she's able to come here and try to instill culture on a 2-year program, it's something that she thinks is extremely vital.
Yeah, well, she's got her back against the wall. She needs to make some subs, and here it comes. She's trying to bring the energy, the enthusiasm. I mean, we don't know these players to a T.
Yeah,
but if I had to guess these subs, they're going to be attacking subs.
Coming out of the game was number 17, Aguirre, and then coming in the game was, I think it was number 2 right there. And that would be Ayanna Leslie for Winter Garden. As we have 10 minutes left here at Orlando Health Stadium. 2-0 Titans over the Falcons. 10 minutes left in the second half with a placement in the Southeast District Tournament next weekend in Georgia. Winner of this game is going home with a championship. Eastern Florida is trying to get back at the top after losing out last year. They've won 5 of the past 6, while Daytona's looking for their first championship.
They need to get numbers into this box here. They've been struggling all night. They have not been able to get a quality shot on goal. Corners like this, at this moment in the game, is where you can make some momentum.
We saw the Titans score a goal on the corner. Let's see if the Falcons can do one here. And ball goes harmlessly out for a goal kick.
I like that idea, getting it to the far post, making the goalkeeper switch from near to far. But the header was just not there. She's trying to cut it back into the box. Unlucky there. And with 8:50 left, every second that passes by, it just inches closer and closer here for the Titans. Oh, and they know this. That long kick there is just a signal. Oh, but someone might be able to run onto it.
The ball goes out for a throw for Daytona. Daytona's trying to make something happen here. Not the best pass. Easy clearance for Florida. They patted up the Nancy, excuse me, passed up to Nancy. Makes two women miss, plays a through ball.
I feel bad for Almanza. She's been making players miss left and right with their moves, and then she just barely is off target with those final third passes. I want to talk about the second goal scorer real quick, Leah Montero. She's been keeping this defense in line. She's being a vocal leader back here, too, keeping everyone in shape. And they're just – they can't get anything going right now, the Falcons.
We got
There's
some
a little
physical.
Duke. Ooh.
We got some WWE action
That's
left
gonna be
back
a
right
card.
there. And that is a card
One.
Only
She gonna
one.
dish it out to others.
for the Florida player. I'm trying to see a number from our vantage point.
We haven't got a number, but that was a hard tackle there.
Yeah.
She dishing out another?
Number 29 for Florida? No.
If they had one.
It was 28 Strauns. It was number
Okay.
28, Callie Strauns.
Here we go. This is it
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Falcons.
You don't want to give away a careless foul. Up 2-0, set piece. Give Daytona a chance to get something from a set play. Give them momentum with 7.5 minutes left here in the second half. And here we go. Heather goes outside the box. Daytona clears it for now. Can they get it outside their third? And they do. That's a great clearance. To number 8, Masio was not able to do much. You know, right now, Daytona's going to put pedal to the metal. They're going to fly everything forward. They have nothing to lose.
Well, here we go.
This might be a chance for counterattack for the Titans to put this game away, make it 3-0.
Oh, she looks gassed. Borges looks absolutely gassed.
She's played a great game.
Yeah, she's played her heart out today.
Steal in the third. Shot from Florida. Good shot. Relatively easy save for Larson in goal.
The distance was just way too much to conquer there. She had to kick it from miles out.
If she would have put that top right, that would have been a goal also.
That's an understatement.
Ball goes out for Daytona throw-in. Ball goes to number 15.
6:30 here.
Akari Kishida.
No foul.
No foul.
Beautiful tackle.
You can tell Daytona's starting to get desperate. You know, slide tackling, far shots like that. And one player we talked about at the start of this game for Daytona, we have not called her name a lot, and that's Akari Kishida. She's had 6 goals, 7 assists, now 7 goals after her goal against Polk State on Thursday for Daytona. And you have to credit Eastern Florida for negating her. She's been one of the best players all season for Daytona.
Nobody, I mean, we just saw a shot there from absolutely miles out, and that's been one of the best looks that the Falcons have had. Titans are just not allowing them to even have a sniff at goal.
Yeah, same with number 10, Wakaba Kori from Japan for Daytona. We really haven't called their name as well, and those are the 2 top goal scorers for them. Credit Eastern Florida for their defense from forward, midfield, attack, and defense. Everyone's really playing their part.
Here in the corner. She's going to take it and let the clock run at 5 minutes.
That's smart play right here. This frustrates you as a defense, but great play here. The tick-tock, and there's a push.
And there it is. Foul in the corner here. It's going to set up essentially a corner. Did they elect to just do the exact same thing? Or are they going to put it into the box?
Take some more time off here.
No, it's going to go in.
Ball cleared away, not far enough. Low hard shot, and Florida still has it. Can they get a goal? And no! So close to getting the 3-0 lead, ending the game. All doubt Daytona coming back. Ball goes just wide of the post for a goal kick.
The game flashed there. That kick could have sealed it, but Titans still in a Very strong, advantageous position here.
Goal kick goes out of play. Throw in for Florida will be Mason. Number 7, Oberoff, was mad about that because the goal kick went over her head. She's saying, play my feet, play my feet. No, Oberoff isn't the tallest player on the field, so it's going to be tough for her to win a ball like that. Play at her chest, play her feet, and let her control the ball. As the clock ticks down, we have 4 minutes left here at Orlando Health Stadium. It's 2-0, your Titans over the Falcons, playing for the championship tonight and the opportunity to advance to the Southeast District Tournament next week, November 3rd and 4th. Semis are November 3rd, and the finals November 4th. We don't know the actual teams yet in the bracket, but when it comes out, of course, come back to our Eastern Florida website, and we'll have all the information posted for you. Mason with the ball. Her pass is stolen by Daytona, and then stolen right back by Florida.
Beautiful ball.
Has time and space. Cross into the forward for Florida, and ball is taken away.
And taken right back. This defense, but we got to speak on it. This Titans defense, this is one of the best performances I've seen in collegiate soccer across men's and women's. This is a rivalry game. You think there'd be so much emotion and mistakes flying on the pitch here, but the Titans have not showed one crack in their armor tonight.
And you'd have to say if they can get the shutout, that will feel very sweet. After losing 1-0 to Daytona State a couple of weeks ago, coming back and getting a 2-0 win, we went up to you on goals, and we kept the shutout. It's a win-win there. We have 2.5 minutes left in the game here. Starting to look pretty grim for Falcons. If they're going to mount a comeback, they need to get a goal right now, get that ball to the net, and chase it back up to the half line and keep the play going. But
here we go.
Florida may be trying to get that 3rd goal. What can they do here? Lays it off. We got the shot. We got a goal! Goal! That is the game! Eastern Florida Titans with their 3rd goal on the day. The team is celebrating. The fans are going wild. They're standing up. That is going to clinch the game today and clinch them the Region 8 Women's Soccer Championship for 2023. The goal was by number 9, Morgan Gammon, her 8th goal on the season, her 19th point in the season. No other way to end this game. Kyler, you wanted a goal, and you got a goal.
I did get a goal. Laura DiMaggio, beautiful counterattack there, running down the left-hand side, getting into the box, and just when he thought she was going to shoot, lays it off beautifully. And all Gammon could do is find the upper corner there. And that's your game. I mean, unless it's something crazy happens here. I'm talking crazy, off the walls crazy. Eastern Florida Titans are moving on, and they've got a district title.
They're about to take their record to a 9-3-1 record, while Dayton State is going to follow 13-2. They will hope that they potentially can get an at-large bid for the NJCAA tournament, just like the Titans got last season, while the Titans will move on and continue to play into
They're not done.
the Southeast District tournament.
They're not done. They're still attacking. They're still running in. They're still trying to get something.
Whew. Well, we got that goal in the second half, Kyler. You wanted it to become 2-1. Myself and the fans at home wanted it to be 3-0, and they got that win.
That was an amazing goal and a beautiful show of skill there from DiMaggio.
Just a great day overall for the Titans soccer program. Both men and women, are winning today to move on. And even though they got 3 goals, you know what I think Coach Carswell is going to be the most happy about? That shutout. As the crowd's going wild with 35 seconds left in the game. But, Kyler, let's just do a quick match recap while we have the time. What do you think? What's more impressive, 3 goals or the shutout?
Well, there's someone who's been a part of that shutout and has a goal herself. Leah Montero, for me, she's been the standout player today. She towered on the corner and getting that shot. And then she came in with this defense, especially in the second half, and has snuffed out everything. I mean, everything here that Daytona has tried to start here, and they're still going.
Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. As the shot goes wide, that's a game, and the fans are running on the field to help celebrate with the men's soccer team celebrating with the women's soccer team the championship. Your Eastern Florida Titans are the Region 8 women's soccer champions. Let's say it one more time because it sounds so good. Your Region 8 women's soccer champions are Eastern Florida Titans. After losing last year in the semifinals, they come back and regain their crown. Kyler, let's take a breath for a second. Let's calm down. Love seeing water going up on the field, players celebrating. Tough day for the Falcons, but a beautiful night for the Titans.
Yeah, more to come for the Titans.
What are your thoughts?
They've got more games to come, more games to play, but right now, tonight is their night. They've earned it from back to front. This was a masterclass in the midfield. This was a masterclass in defense. This was a masterclass on their front line. Their set pieces were creative, and they were fruitful. Everything, every facet of the game today was working, and it was on full display. And I mean, the Falcons in the second half, they were turning up and they were trying to get something together. But the Titans it was their game today, Randy.
It was a great game. One side it was a great game, which was for your Titans.
Eastern Florida State College women's soccer team with the Region 8 championship trophy.
And here they go. They're collecting the trophy right now, running around the field. Number 6, Ana Garcia is holding it, the sophomore. And how come the men's team celebrating? I love to see it. You know, being a JC game, most people aren't 21. No champagne to put up there, but they're celebrating with water, maybe some Red Bull, some Celsius.
Nah, tonight's their night. I mean, after tonight, they got to focus on for future matches, but this is their night to celebrate and party.
You work all season, you work all off season for this one moment. You talk about steps in your season. You want to win the regular season. Check mark. They did that. They won the regular season. You want to win your district. Check mark. They did that. What is next? Winning the Southeast District Tournament. That will be seen next week in Georgia, November 3rd and 4th. And then what comes after that? The National Tournament, which will be November 12th through 18th in Wichita, Kansas at the Stryker Sports Complex. Of course, go to the Eastern Florida Titans website, and you'll be able to find all the information in the streaming, everything you need to know to follow your Titans as they continue on with their season. Any final words, Kyler?
That was some beautiful football we watched today. Great women's soccer on display. I was impressed. These guys really showed up, and if they can continue playing like that, if they can even play half as good as they did today, I think they can contest in every single game they play. I expect them to be a favorite, and they should walk away from every game winning. And that defense today, I mean, I wish we could talk to Lauren Pastor, but she had like almost nothing to do today. Absolute performance.
Yeah. They came in as a number 6 team in the nation. They did nothing wrong here being the number 7 team in the nation to move forward. Your Eastern Florida Titans win 3-0 here at Orlando Health Stadium. For Randy Silver and my partner, Kyle Grant, we thank you for tuning in today. Stay tuned to the Eastern Florida Titans website for information about next week in the National Championship. We wish you a good night and happy Halloween coming up.